Hey everybody. It's been a while since I've done one of these live streams, but I decided after a long day, right? Welcome to Horror and Coffee, that I'm going to come on and shoot the breeze and see what's going on out there. Kind of give you maybe an update on what's going on. In fact, let me start shooting out uh some shares to some people. Okay? I'm going to do this right now and sending out messages to people I know. If you give me a minute. Oh, I already know who else to send. Yeah, so welcome to Thursday Night Coffee. That's what I'm calling this. Call it a test run. Call it what you will. I just kind of want to see what's happening out there in the realm of YouTube land. So far, I got nobody watching, but that's okay. Let me see here. Am I live? Yeah, I am live. So let me add a link if you want to join me. See if that works. There. All right. And let's see how things work out. Anyway, I've been watching a lot of horror stuff lately. Um, I just saw, hey, Tony Movie Chappie is here. Hi, Tony. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been good. I hope you're good. I just decided to get on, see how everybody's doing, see what's going on with everyone, what's happening, how's life, that kind of thing. I'm glad to see you guys. I'm just kind of like want to shoot the breeze, really. It's Thursday night coffee. I'm gonna call that, right? Thursday night coffee, where we talk about whatever is happening in the world of horror movies. Okay, like for instance, a few nights ago I saw Good Boy. I put the review up; it's on the channel, and I found that to be quite different and refreshing. It was definitely different. Um, you know, eh, I mean, I don't have a dog, but my girlfriend's daughter does, and I've gotten to know Oreo quite a bit. And sometimes he does be looking and doing these kind of moves, right? Like he's like something's there, but I don't see anything, right? And he'd be like, and I'd be like, and I can't help but wonder if there's something going on, huh? You never know. Yes, my love, I am wearing the hat because I thought of you. My girlfriend, Peaceful G, she's on the chat right now, gave me this hat a few months ago with the Horror and Coffee logo as her way of supporting the channel, supporting me. And I thank you so much for that, love. As you know, she has been a great staunch supporter of horror and coffee. I decided, love, just to, since you're there listening and watching me right now, that I finished shooting something else, and hey, Mano, yeah, Mano, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, I look at that. You see, I got people coming. I would have been on a long time. No, I just got on, love. You didn't miss anything. I literally just got on right now. I was just filming something else for one of my other channels. I told you that I had told you about earlier today, and I decided I'm not going to edit and post. I'll do that during the weekend. But I figured, you know what? I got a little bit of time, and I'm just gonna hang out here with some of you guys and see how things are going. I was just talking about how dogs have definitely have that extra sense, and which was shown in the movie Good Boy, independent horror movie. I thought I liked it. I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but it was pretty cool. And I was gonna say something else too. Oh yeah, since I got everybody here and it's Thursday night coffee, right? That's what I'm calling this segment right now. I like to first of all make a couple of announcements. For one, for those of you who don't know me so well, Horror and Coffee is not my only channel. I have two other channels I'm capitalizing, actually three that I'm capitalizing on, and I'm gonna tell you what they are right now. One is a new one that I just started about a month ago called Faith Revision. Now, you've heard me on this channel and some of the live streams, even. You've heard me mention about my faith and how I really believe in, as a Catholic, the things that the Catholic Church teaches as prescribed by, the last 2,000 years of Christianity, basically, and the Bible and everything. So, I decided, you know what, let me make a channel that is practical yet informative about and it addresses the real human experiences of what we go through and how maybe even I personally can relate that to my relationship with God and maybe how other people can too. I actually the topic I just recorded a little while ago was about anxiety, something we can all relate to, right? We all are anxious about something. We worry about things. We worry about our kids. We worry about our money. We worry about our jobs, our schooling, you know. And yes, it's okay to be worried about all those things. And yes, it's okay to also be worried about a relationship with God and with each other. These are normal things. But the point of the video is that in spite of those feelings, which are good feelings because they come from us and we're good, right? That we have a higher power out there that we call God, right? That is going to take care of us in spite of it and get us through it. Not to avoid the troubles, but to get through the troubles. Give us special peace in mind. And if you want to see a little bit of how I articulate that, I'll let you know in this channel I'll put the links below to Faith Revision, and then you just tap on the notification bell there so you could see how see when it comes out. It should be up in a few days. All right. So that's one channel. Another channel I have is one called Astro Bronx Cafe. Now, if you look right behind me, right here, you see these strange items here. These are my telescopes, my camera lenses, my cameras on top of these this thing here. It's called a star tracker. I have two of them. And what I do on the side is I love taking pictures of outer space. And I do it from here in the Bronx. Sometimes I go up to Westchester or far upstate, even when I get a chance to shoot things there. It's easier, but it is possible to shoot the amazing things that are out in outer space, galaxies, nebulas, star clusters, you name it, it's up there. And it's some fascinating stuff. And I use these things to do it. And that channel, I started a long time ago, about 2 years ago almost, but I really haven't had it take off, because it's hard to shoot and post stuff about it because you have to cooperate with the weather and sometimes life events get in the way and the weather doesn't cooperate, the full moon doesn't cooperate, you can't have that. Yeah, Mano, I would love for you to join us on one of those stargazing trips. You know what, we'll talk about it when we meet up. All right, sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. um and the third channel that I have is something I created this past year with Peaceful G on the thing. It's called R&R, and it's basically it's not really detailed like the way maybe this one is or the other one is or the other two channels are. It's not so much educational as it is more experiential. Like it's just my queen and I here, Regina, just sharing our life experiences, our trips, things we are we like to experience and talk about, and joke around, and we take these little blurbs of our relationship and really, um, you know, capitalize on, you know. We going soon. Yeah, yeah, we are going soon. We'll talk about it definitely, Mano, definitely. Um, so anyway, yeah, you know, so that's what's going on. Those are my other channels. I'll put links to all of them below after this live stream is done. We could talk about it. Now, Tony just said something here. I just saw VHS Halloween. Very good. Entire of the franchise. I get. I heard there. That's my love. That's my queen right there. There she is. Yeah. I actually heard about this movie. I actually came across it yesterday when I was looking for something else. I said, "Wait a minute, VHS Halloween." Okay, I guess they made a new horror movie called VHS Halloween. I guess I gotta watch it now because now that Tony saw it, I gotta I gotta see it and review it and put it up because I remember the original VHS. Remember the original VHS movie, that found footage movie VHS, the first one. Remember that first story with the girl with the big eyes and she's like, "I like you, I like you." Yeah, remember that? Yo, that was creepy. That was crazy. That was off the hook. Oh, there goes my light. Oh well. So much for it being cool. Low battery. This thing drains real quick. But that's okay. You know. I'm still here. So yeah, oh yeah, there it is. You see, she's saying, yes, we have fun with our channels. Yes, we do. And this is one of them, Horror and Coffee. Horror and Coffee is the oldest one, obviously. It's been around. We've been around for a long time. We have, right now, as of this live stream, 1,114 subscribers. And I thank you all for that. Another thing I want to plug in, since I got you all here and I'm plugging in all these other channels, is I want to plug in my Patreon page. Now, I don't have any followers on Patreon yet. It is there. It's open. If anybody has a problem with trying to get in, try to reach out to me through my Instagram or coffee on Instagram to let me know that they can get in it. Maybe that's the reason why I haven't gotten any members, or maybe I haven't been able to really offer anything that's worth paying, the amount I've posted on that. I want to do it. I figured I'm seeing other people with the Patreon thing. I'm trying, but this is all new to me, and I could use some tips on how to lure people to become Patreon members of Horror and Coffee so that we can, so it can help support the channel. I would love to buy better equipment, better lighting, maybe better microphones. Not that this one is bad. This one has served me well for years. But I just want to, continue to improve. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. And having a Patreon channel, I think Patreon page is actually a way to do that. So check out my Patreon. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee. I don't know if that will help either. So both links are below are going to be down in the description. So moving on from that, it is a Thursday night. We're in October. We're approaching the middle of October, and this is Halloween time. Yeah. Halloween. I love Halloween. And Tony has something to say here. One of those days in the future, we should do a live stream on Paranormal Activity franchise. I love that franchise so much, and my second favorite horror franchise up with Friday the 13th. You know what? I wouldn't mind talking about Paranormal Activity. Actually, that I really enjoyed the very first one, and that was the lowest budget one. right? I mean, it took like what, $10,000 to make. That was it, right? And it made millions worldwide. Talk about a success story. Paranormal Activity really was amazing. I really loved it. The second one I liked too. 3 on, it started getting, like what are you doing with it? Triborough Gigolo. Triborough, what's up, bro? It's good to see you. I was actually seeing you in a live stream with Alex and Nate on the Levels of Geeks channel. Was it this past Sunday or the previous? I think it was the previous Sunday. Yeah, you guys were talking about stuff. Or before, I don't know. Before, I know it was recent. That I know. Forgive my brain. Yeah, it's been a long time. It has been a long time, and I definitely appreciate you and everyone else that's joining me here for a first look at Thursday Night Coffee. Now, will I be able to do this every Thursday night? Well, it depends on you guys. Let me know what you think, because I'll be real, it would be great to do this little, like, off the cuff. Let's talk horror. Let's just bug out for a little while. I don't have a specific topic in mind, though I could if I wanted to, and we can. That's right. You were talking about Jurassic Park, the Jurassic Park World franchise. I love Jurassic Park. You know why? Wait. Yes, Tony, I am a fan of the Predator franchise. I'm looking forward to seeing Badlands. It's coming out, I think, this month or next month. So that's going to be good. I'm looking forward to seeing. I love the Predator movies, except for the ones with when he fights Alien, the Xenomorph. Oh, speaking of Xenomorph, Alien Earth. What are your thoughts? Have you guys seen that? No, really. Have you seen Tony Triborough? Did you see Alien Earth? Wait, you like? I would love to talk about Alien Earth, because that joint was that drove me nuts. That really drove me nuts. Hold up, I'm posting the link if you guys want to join me for us to just talk Alien Earth, because I would talk Alien. I saw Alien Earth, and can I just tell you, in the beginning I was liking it, but then when it finished, because it ended like a week or two ago, the first season, and I'm like this. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? Really? Really? You know? Oh, what timeline? Okay, Triborough, I could tell you. The timeline is this: Alien Earth takes place before the events of the very first 1979 classic Alien. Yep, before that. So apparently the Xenomorph was on Earth long before the Nostromo encountered the derelict ship in their first film, according to this timeline. Thank you. You're welcome. um, yeah, I was, and I was okay with. I was on board with it. All right, fine. It was on Earth, and what's smart about them is that they isolated it in an island. So the Xenomorph is in a lab in an island, right? Without giving too much away for those who haven't seen it. So that way it's not spreading all over the planet, right? So yeah, in a nice contained, controlled environment. Island. Got it. All right, great. But that's not what bothered me. What bothered me was, the android woman, the girl. I'm not going to get into the whole story about it, because some of you may not have seen it, but like, she can communicate with them, and she replicates their sounds, so she's actually communicating with one of them, and she's kind of like petting the damn thing, like it's, I don't know, like it's a dog or something. Like, I'm waiting for her to take it to the park and have it catch a frisbee at this point, and that's what bothers me, because I'm like, wait a minute, this is supposed to be the perfect organism, and don't need no damn android telling her what to do. You can't domesticate that. You don't domesticate that. It's alien. It's The Xenomorph. Come on, people. Come on. Let's be real. It's absolutely insane. So I wasn't that, I bugged out at that. I was like, no, this doesn't work. This isn't gonna work. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So anyway, I'm still gonna watch it though when the second season comes out next year. Oh, by the way, it's Comic-Con weekend. Anybody here going to Comic-Con? I went last year. I went 2 years before that. I tend to go every 2 years instead of every year. That way, I feel like I need a break from it, not because I don't want to go. Like, well, two reasons. One, my needs tight. Two, going every single year is kind of like, ugh, you know. Like I'll never forget the first time I went. I went like I went to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I lost my mind because it was cognitive overload. I never experienced anything like that before. So when but over the years, I've mellowed it down to just one day now, if not two. Last couple of times I've gone, I only went on on a single day, and I was okay with that because what could you do? Like come on, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I know there's a lot to see and everything, but I've learned to only go to the things that really interest me. There's something for everybody in Comic Con, New York Comic Con, and I know that people I know are in New York Comic Con. I don't know specifically who's there, who's going this weekend, but I know they're there. I just, like later on, I'll probably be like, oh, yeah, of course that person went there. So, and Comic Con has become a very big I don't want to demean it by saying it's overrated, but it's over the top. And you get exhausted being there the whole day in the Jacob Javits, like your feet hurt from all the walking and sometimes it gets uncomfortable and people are sitting everywhere. I mean, it's a complete, it's this human congregation that's just like it builds up. It can be a little overwhelming sometimes. So I like to space it out between years and stuff like that. I plan on going next year, God willing. Right. So and then I'll do a little video on that. A couple of years ago, I did a video on me going, and it was with I met up with Alex. I met up with Nate, Tony, movie Chappie. You were there. I met you in person for the first time. And Robert makes the cut. He went, and oh my goodness, like Jay Manley went. He won a lightsaber at the Ultra Sabers booth. It was fun. We had a great time, and then we the next day we were at Alex's house for a barbecue, and we had a great time. A lot of fellowship. It was just wonderful. um you know and I like to again thank all of you guys, Alex, for opening up your home to us and everything. um oh, okay, yeah, so everybody's talking to each other here. So we're in October. I'm not gonna, I'll probably be on for another 10 minutes, you know if anybody is interested in joining me and talking a little bit. If not, it's cool. We could do this like this. But I have to say, um, this is like one of my favorite times of the year. And it's not just because it's Halloween, but because it's autumn. And I love it when the seasons change during this time because the leaves start to change color, the air starts getting drier and crispier and cooler, but not cooler to the point that you're freezing, but like like it's a relief, like summer you were sweating and and forget it. Plans for Halloween? Good question. Yeah, I think we're gonna my queen and I are probably gonna go somewhere dressed up. And last year we actually dressed up as Jedis. Yeah, it was my idea. Yeah, I had the lightsabers, I had the outfits. So and she was able to put something together for herself too. So forget about it. It was great. It was good. We had a great time. But this year we're gonna be doing something else. We're not gonna say, it's a surprise, but we definitely want to uh go somewhere, like, I mean, we've talked about a couple of places at this point. So since Halloween lands on a Friday this year, is it a Friday or a Saturday? I forgot. It's a Friday. It lands on a Friday this year. It lands on a Friday. So we're gonna take advantage of that and just enjoy the night, and have a good time, and make sure that everybody's safe and good. My trick or treating days are over now. Both my daughters are grown and have moved on. You know, I used to take them trick or treating, in these nice neighborhoods and stuff like that, not far from here, and not far from Country Club in Throgsneck, and we used to, I miss it. Part of me misses it actually because I love seeing my girls dress up, right, and they were really big on the Halloween vibe, and I'm sure they are to this day. Who's joining me? Try Bro's joining me. Hey,
Yo,
what's man?
what's good, bro?
Oh God, it's been a while. I've
Yeah,
just
been a
been.
while.
How you doing?
I'm good, and you? How you
Question,
been?
question.
Um,
Are you a baseball fan? I'm not a baseball fan. I'm not really
yes,
follow
I
it,
am.
but
I I played baseball when I was younger.
oh, cool. So
Yeah.
let me ask you this:
Um,
are you Mets or Yankees?
I started off a Mets fan in the '80s, and then when the Yankees got Jeter and Torre, I became a Yankees fan. But I mean, I've always watched both of them.
Okay.
I feel like the city. You here in the city. I feel like it's a Yankees town, but the Mets really need a championship because we haven't had one since '86.
Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Um, so what did you think about
the
it
Yankees.
kind of, yeah, it kind of looked like they were about to get to the big leagues
Mhm.
and then no,
I
right?
think with the Yankees, I think it's time for Aaron Boone to go. I know people that they might feel some type of way, but I mean the Yankees brass has been loyal to Aaron Boone because he's one of them. Like he won championships with Jeter and with Posada and everybody, and it's just certain things that he did this season. Like during the summer when they had that losing streak and they lost the lead in the AL East, and then Toronto took over. Toronto was able to capitalize on the Yankees' losses, and they never gave up that lead. Even though the Yankees were playing good down the stretch, they made some trades at the deadline. But to lose the lead in the AL East until Toronto, and then the same team that end up taking the East is the one that beat you in the playoffs on your home field again. So this is the second time in a row that we've seen another team celebrate at Yankee Stadium. Last year they were in the World Series, they got slaughtered by the Dodgers. And a lot of people were really mad about that. And I feel like even back then, Boone should have been fired after the World Series, and they kept him. But he's made a lot of bad decisions. They have like 5 DH players on the roster. Why do you need 5 DH batters? And Garrett Cole, he was out for the whole season. That really hurt us as well in the pitching rotation. It's just a lot of mistakes that Boone. The one thing that I didn't like when they played the Red Sox in game one, and he took out the pitcher that was pitching early.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
I just
I actually saw that part.
yeah, and I just feel like it's time for them to have a new voice in the dugout and somebody that's not really connected to the Joe Torre era, because that's what they've done for the last really 15 years. Like having when Joe Girardi was there, he was part of that era, but he won a championship with them. That's when we had A-Rod, but I think it's time for like a new voice in the dugout. And they still got some plays. Aaron Judge, proved a lot of the haters wrong. Like he played good in the postseason. Stanton was pretty much healthy. He had a good season. But I think they gotta make some changes over there.
I'm gonna ask you something because
Um,
what I'm hearing all this, right?
mhm.
And you went on for quite some time there. And and
I'm
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 like,
just
I know you're
mm,
passionate about it. I
yeah,
hear it, right?
mm,
Because I just started with this. So what did you think
right.
about them? And I thought it was gonna be quick. And you're
Um,
like, and then this season, and then this guy did
yeah,
just
I,
go and do this and that that.
I pay
That's
attention to everything, bro. Like
yeah. That's good though.
yeah.
I if my question is, have you
Mm.
ever considered actually starting a YouTube channel about talking baseball? Because
Well,
you sound
you
like
know
you
what?
would be good at it.
You know what I did? My channel, I made my channel just to so I could discuss different things. So I'm actually
Okay.
talking about sports here and there, like different current events.
Okay.
People that got traded or people that got signed. The upcoming NBA season, stuff like that. So that I wanted to just incorporate everything. So they're just making a whole bunch of different channels.
Oh, good. Okay,
Yeah,
good. Bro, go for it, man, because
thank you.
you know what you're saying. You know what you're
Thank
talking
you.
about, because I wouldn't know what the I just wouldn't
Yeah.
do it. But you know what? My girlfriend loves baseball. She's all
Mhm.
about the Yankees. She loves the
Yeah.
Yankees.
Yeah.
So okay. So here we are.
Mhm.
You said you saw Alien
Yeah.
Earth, right?
I saw that
Okay.
too. Yeah.
All right. What did you think of it?
I was just confused with the timeline and like, does it take place between Alien and Aliens, or is this after, you know,
Before
uh,
before everything.
before? Okay, so um, I thought it was good. I didn't see, like, I feel like they're doing a lot of the stuff where it's like they're going backwards, and it's we're like, how they do with Prometheus, and it's more like a prequel, and
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know
It's a prequel,
how
right?
everything started, but it's like, where exactly did like the xenomorphs come from? Show us that. Show us like the planet that they were on, that they came
Well,
from.
well, that's the thing, right? Like, didn't I felt like we were getting an idea of that in Prometheus and in Covenant,
Mhm.
if you remember,
I remember, yeah,
how David was, he create. So it's kind of like, wait a minute, he created the xenomorphs.
mhm,
David created the xenomorph, like. But
right,
now they've kind of left that alone. And I
right,
don't know what the hell is going to happen there. And now they got this going on. Now, this is obviously not a how the xenomorphs were
mhm,
made or discovered or whatever. This is more of, it had to do with a ship that picked up xenomorphs and other weird creatures. You
right,
saw the eye
right,
thing, that
yeah,
eye creature. That's the star of the show, by the way. That thing.
okay,
That people love that thing. Um, and I'm like, and they were like taking it to, I guess, Earth,
right,
to that, to
yeah,
Wayland Yutani.
right,
But
right,
then
yeah.
this guy who doesn't wear shoes, who owns the
Mhm.
other company, I don't know what the hell that's about.
He was like the rich guy, right?
Yeah, the kid.
And he
He's the
made a
kid. He doesn't
deal.
wear shoes.
He made a deal with the woman, the Wailing woman that
Right,
was
with the
Ellen.
Wayland
Yeah,
Yutani woman. Yep,
right,
yep, yep. She must be the Yutani part of Wayland Yutani because she's
right.
Asian. So I figured the name kind of like suits it. But um, I'm still trying to. I want to go further back. Like, I want
Mhm,
to find out how they obtained these things.
right.
Like, where did they get the eggs from?
Mhm.
Was it from the derelict ship in OV-426? Huh? Did
Yeah,
they
yeah.
actually was able to take those, without them hatching? I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
I think how it made like the rich, I'm forgetting his name, the rich guy, like it seemed like he was just acquiring these things and then putting it on the ship.
Yeah,
But he wasn't really like he had like scientists on there, but he wasn't really doing nothing like of significance with them. He was just hoarding them up on the ship or whatever.
right. Wait, when you
Yeah,
say the rich guy, you talking about the kid that
the,
doesn't wear
yeah,
shoes?
the young
No,
guy.
no, he was never on the ship. He was always on the island,
Okay.
right? When the ship crashed,
Mhm.
he sent a team to take the specimens and bring them
Right,
to the island.
right. But the guy that was working for him, with the guy with the gray hair, and
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. The one with the white hair that looks like David
right.
Bowie.
Right, and he would report back to him, and tell him about things, and there was a
Yeah,
lot a lot of little like side stories going on the storm.
there is, and I think there might be too many side stories,
Right.
more than it needed, because it's hard. It's hard to focus on the one real thing. I mean, you got the little thing with the mad eyes
Yeah.
going into sheep, and then it goes into guy, and then it does
Right.
this. So you got that going on. You got the android girl, the one that looks like she's going nuts,
Right.
right? That
Yeah.
girl that she was all violent and everything, and then
Mhm.
you got the. It's just all over the place, and I
Yeah.
kind of felt like it needed to be more tight.
Right. I agree. I
I,
agree.
you know, it, mhm.
And yeah, and it seemed like they were doing like clones out of humans, because
No,
like
this is what they were doing. They
uh,
were taking people that were dying of some terminal illness. like the main girl, the one with the short hair.
Right.
You saw that little girl in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
That was her.
Oh, that was okay.
Her true self.
Right.
She was dying of cancer.
Right.
So her parents signed her away to, Mr. No Shoes. I forgot his name.
Mr. No Shoes.
Mr. No Shoes.
She was the one with the brother. She had a brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her. And the idea is that they were able to take her essence. It's kind of weird. It's almost Frankensteinish.
Yeah.
She died, her body died, but they took her mind and all the synapses in our brain that makes us human, that makes us who we are, everything in our brains that makes us who we are. They were able to transfer that into an artificial body, a android body. And that's the girl with the short hair that we see throughout the whole series.
Right.
So and that's why the brother came and said, "Oh my God, is that you?" Like you couldn't believe, but he knew it was her.
Right. She didn't really remember him.
Right. But then you had all these other kids, same thing.
Yeah.
So that's what he was doing. And that was the whole point of the Peter Pan effect, because he was showing them Peter Pan and I get it. 20th Century Fox is owned by Disney now, so of course they can use any Peter Pan for something like that. Like it makes sense. I said, "Oh God, this is such a Disney thing," and I said, "All right, fine." So they applied that thing because the idea is that they would live forever. They would be young forever. They would never grow old. Right? That was the whole point of Neverland, right?
Right.
Peter Pan. So that was but then when they realized that they were pretty much slaves to this guy, that's when they started rebelling against him. And then she started talking to the alien like whatever the hell, I don't know. And the alien's like, "Word?" And I'm like, "Wait a minute. How does that work?"
Right.
Like, this is the perfect organism. It shouldn't be listening to anybody.
Right.
It doesn't, you can't reason with something like that. And then here it is, ready to go in the park to the park with her to catch a frisbee. Fetch. Like and she wouldn't even have to go for it. All it has to do is open his mouth with the other mouth.
Right.
Get the frisbee. I had this crazy imagination. I started imagining these things, and I'm like, why is it?
But there was a part in like one of the episodes where they was about to kill her brother, and she stopped them from doing it.
Yeah.
So I wonder if she was like getting like her old memories back.
Whether she gets her old memories back or not, that's part of it. But her ability to be able to communicate with the xenomorph, is the thing that I just find weird.
That reminded me of Alien Resurrection. Remember
Ripley?
when
Ripley?
She was connecting with the xenomorphs.
Right, because she was part xenomorph.
She was a clone,
She was a clone. She wasn't the original Ripley. She was a clone. And anyway, we can people. I hope other people saw that movie because they were like, we don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Right.
But so that's it. What are your plans for Halloween, Charbro?
Halloween. I mean, I love to just watch scary movies, like a whole day of scary movies, and then when neighbors come to the house, we give them candy and
Nice. What scary movie are you planning on watching? Or
I want to see. I've never seen The Witch. I've always wanted to see that. I've never seen The Witch.
Yeah, I have that one. Yeah.
Is it good?
It's good.
Okay.
You got to pay attention. It's not like, it's that old Gothic kind of horror. It takes place in the 1600s.
Okay.
Somewhere in New England. Think Salem.
Right.
During that time, the Salem witch trials. Think that without the trials.
Okay.
And just kind of watch it, and you'll see what it means. It's shot so good, and the acting was amazing, and it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like one of the first A24 films,
right?
To really put horror on the map like that, because then Hereditary came, and all A24 films came. So. Yeah, go check that out, man. Absolutely. Okay. I plan on watching. There was a horror movie I missed. this past summer that I wanted to see, and I didn't get a chance to see it. But I know it's out on. I think it's on HBO. It was the sequel to Talk to Me. I forgot what's the name of it.
Did they come out
Remember
with a
Talk
sequel?
to Me with the hand?
Yeah, I remember, right. I thought the sequel was coming out next year, or
No,
is
it
it out
came
already?
out already this
It came
past
out already.
summer. Yeah,
I gotta see that.
yeah, but I forgot the name of it. It's in the freaking
Okay.
TV. I gotta look for it. So for those of you who remember, please either tell us now or comment later. Trust me, I'll be
I want
waiting.
to ask you, did you see the Last Conjuring, Last Rites?
Yes,
What did you think
I
about that?
reviewed
I
it
just
and
saw it.
everything.
I just saw it in yeah.
What did I think? I thought it was better than the last one,
Yeah,
but it's not as good as the first two.
I agree. I
You
think
know,
the first two
I,
in the franchise were the best ones.
the first two in the franchise, and I think maybe it's because both of them were directed by James Wan.
Right.
Like he knows how to like make it
Mhm.
his thing.
Right.
But the Last Rites was good. It was a little. I mean, I liked how they needed to end it.
Yeah.
Right, they needed to end it because these guys can't be making these movies forever. So,
Right.
so they kind of wanted to wrap it up. I do think they're gonna continue it, probably with the girl, the young girl, because she has the same gifts,
The
right?
daughter. The
The
daughter.
daughter. So
Right.
she's gonna be. She might be the the one doing this kind of stuff.
Right.
Even though that's not in real life, I don't think
Mhm.
that's what really happened in real life. Both the Warrens have gone to be with God at this point, but
Yeah.
the girl, there's this thing about the girl that I'm like,
Mhm.
you know what? There's potential for extra stories here that they
Right.
can make up. It won't be based on true events anymore, though.
No, that sucks. I mean, they got
Because
so many cases though.
yeah, I know. They did. There are many cases, and the
Mhm.
Warrens. It's controversy there on whether or not they were legit or not, and I
Right.
could understand why for both practical reasons and for
Mhm.
theological reasons. I may want to, you know what, that might be a good idea for a live stream discussion in the future. I don't know. I'll put it on, definitely put it on the table and see.
Did,
But
did you have a favorite part of the movie, like a favorite scene?
um, yeah, the weirdest part
Oh,
when the Annabelle doll came out
out of the room, and
and
she
it
went
got
dead.
real big.
Yeah, that was my favorite one too.
I was like, what is going on? You were like, "Rrr." I
Yeah,
was like,
that was
the
that was
Annabelle's really
crazy.
big, you know? And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God.
Mhm.
I was like, Annabelle, listen, Annabelle, you're so big. Look, they need help with getting that mirror out of here. Remember the mirror?
Yeah.
They were trying to, we got to get
That,
this mirror out of here. It's cursed. And the Annabelle doll got real big.
I wanted to know what they was gonna do with that mirror. Was it gonna break into pieces and then demons come out, or what was they gonna do with that?
I have no idea. I mean, it follows the basic Conjuring concept of
Right,
items having some kind of spiritual effect
right, right.
on things. There's a
Yeah,
Jedi holocron, no spirits tied to this one,
nice.
unless it was a Sith holocron. Anyway, but stuff like that. And
Mm,
so I think they were just following that same thing that all of
right.
the other movies did. I get it. They put
And
it
they,
in the
and they
museum,
yeah, they made like all this stuff into like a museum for tourists and everything. And
right? In real life, yes.
right,
The Annabelle doll was
wow,
actually a Raggedy Ann doll.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know. But I don't know who owns it now, but somebody it is when at the end of the movie when you see Ed Warren give the keys to his son-in-law,
right, right. Yeah.
you know, um that did happen in real life actually.
Okay.
That the son-in-law did become the caretaker of the museum. That I heard of years ago. And
Right.
so when I saw that, I was like, okay, yeah, that works.
Right. Right.
So, but I thought it was a good send off. It was weird,
Mhm.
not weird, but it was kind of cool. Weird that they
Right.
brought in people from the other movies
Right. Right.
for the wedding and stuff. You see
Oh yeah, the lady from the first one, right? She was
from the
there.
first one, she was there, and I was like,
Yeah.
really, you know. And I thought that was interesting. I thought that was kind of cool.
Right.
I don't know if it went so fast. I was wondering if the family from the second one
The second
there.
one,
But
right.
I'm like, why would you fly all the way from London just to go to a wedding?
True.
They live in London.
I was hoping to see like a cameo of the nun or La Lorna.
Yeah, La Llorona.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that movie. That was a
I
good
was
one. I
good.
like that one.
I liked it too.
That was fun. La
Yeah.
Llorona. Maybe we'll still see something with that. You know.
True.
No, what was crazy is when the priest killed
Yeah.
himself. The way
But
that happened.
he got like he was in the room by himself, and then he saw like the dark shadows coming to get him, and he had like the cross in his
Yeah.
hand, and the cross melted, and that was I
Yeah.
thought at that point we would see the nun. I know, like in the nun
Yeah.
film, like that's how she came out.
Yeah, they left that. You just saw a picture of her on the wall, but that was
Right.
that famous
That was
painting
it. Yeah.
from the previous movie. But besides that, they didn't touch that, you know.
Right.
And I was okay with that. I'm like, okay,
And
we had enough of
and
none already.
when the son-in-law like I felt like once the son-in-law went through what he went through at the end of the film, and I felt like that was like, you know, the dad says, you know, welcome to the family. I'm like, maybe when they do the series, they do with the son-in-law and the daughter, and they bring them back.
Maybe. Like again, that's it, that I think they can leave it open for future films. They just won't be based on true events because, you know,
right.
they're not going to bring those actors back for that. That was the whole point of kind of tying it up the way they did.
Right.
That this case was their last, you know.
Right. But it made so much money though, you know, you never know.
It did.
Yeah.
Never say never. That's the whole essence of Hollywood and stuff like that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You know. Oh my God. Well, this has been great. Is there anybody else out there yet? No, we're good. All right. Listen, this was a test run. I was home. I was doing something else for my other channel, and I was like, you know what? Let me get online. Let me go live on Horror and Coffee, find out what's going on out there.
Yeah.
And here I am talking to you, Triborough. We haven't spoken in a bit.
Yeah.
And I got some people here. You know, my girlfriend was on Tony Movie Chap, and my friend Mono, and you. Okay, 4 people. Fine. You know, but you know what? This is a good way to, you know, experiment.
I saw the notification. I'm like, let me come in and you know.
Yeah, I'm glad. I appreciate that. Thank you. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm you know, I gotta go to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna sign off. But this was my first run at Thursday Night Coffee. Maybe I could. What do you think? Do you think I should?
I like that. Yeah, Thursday Night Coffee.
Thursday Night Coffee, right?
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of off the rails a little bit because and which this was off the rails because I decided to just do this off the whim. So, and this is where we can talk pretty much about anything. I'm not trying to like target a specific topic. We talk about everything. You went 10 minutes on baseball. That works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, all right. So, listen, you guys who watch this, it's past my bedtime. I know. I'm sorry. You see?
Oh man.
I keeping her awake. I'm a meanie.
You see? You got to come on earlier now.
I know. I got to do that. I'm going to try to say if I do another Thursday Night Coffee, I'll make it earlier, like 9.
Okay.
Instead of almost 10. It's almost 10:30 now.
Okay.
But all right. I will see you all.
All right.
Next time. Oh, more reviews to come. Obviously, I'm gonna go be seeing another movie. What's the next horror movie? Oh, Black Phone 2.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Black Phone 2. No, Tony, listen to me. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Don't get on. I'm leaving. I'm finishing. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go sheep. I'm sorry. Next time. Listen, I'll do this again next week, next Thursday, okay?
Okay.
I'll send you a notification. Everybody can come on. There could be 10 of us here talking. I'm down. All right?
Cool.
Put it on your calendar.
Okay.
All right, guys. Have a good night. I appreciate it. Well, thank you for joining us for Thursday Night Coffee here on Horror and Coffee. Until next time, please tap on that bell for future notifications to receive more Horror and Coffee content in the future. Until next time, take care. God bless.